What's up everyone, aloha, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Steven and today I'll be reviewing what is probably considered the most anticipated Jordan releases of the year, which is the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. So the backstory of why these Air Jordan 1 Chicagos are called the Lost and Found is because they were lost somehow and found in the back storage of an old mom and pop shop, which leads us to why the box looks the way it is. Of course, like I said, it was lost and then found. Over time of it being lost, the box deteriorated and just faded. And the story goes is they actually lost the original Air Jordan 1 box lid, and they just used a random orange Nike box lid lying around. So of course you can see that it is faded from over time. Even this bottom portion of the box also looks faded. Not as bad actually. And then the official colors of these sneakers are varsity red, black, sail, muslin. And with the wrapper, we actually have double paper. So the top portion or the outer layer of the paper is just various Air Jordan 1 ads from back then. It's actually very interesting to see. Look at this. You can see all the different prices from back then. Regular price on these Air Jordan 1s was $65.90. And then they're going on sale for $29.99. Some here is saying like $59.97. Yeah, it's really interesting to see and nice to see all these different ads. Oh, one more thing is actually in the front of the box you can see that has sale stickers. So there's two of them. The back one says $64.99 and the top one says on sale. And actually inside the box it comes with the mom and pop shop receipt. So the shop in the store is called Sandy Bros Sports Depot, and date of sale is August 30th, 1986, and then it says Air Jordan basketball shoe, paid cash, final sale. And let's see, I'm trying to see what the price is. Oh yeah, so it says $64.99, and right on top of that is stamped as paid. So because these were in sale, I'm guessing they're final sale. And the person who bought these is actually named Paul. Well, actually I think the person who bought is Leia, and I think the seller is Paul. My mistake. But that said, diving right into the details of the sneakers. So just like the box, there are details on these sneakers that follow along with that Lost and Found story. Starting off with the toe box, we have it in the cell colored leather, and what's different about this leather is it has that crack look to give it that Lost and Found feel. Because of course, you know, over time leather will crack if not used. Surrounding the edges of the toe box along the ICs going up towards the collar, we have it in the smooth leather in this red color. And what's different about this red is, well, comparing this to pictures of the other Air Jordan 1 models, like for example the 2015. Sorry, I don't have a pair in hand to compare it to, but just comparing these to pictures, the hue on this red isn't as vibrant compared to the 2015 version, for example. Has more of like that matte finish, so I guess going on with the story again, they have to give it that faded look. Moving on towards the mid panel, see more of that cell colored leather, and same as the toe box, we have more of that cracked leather look. And looking at my pair, this is just for the left side or the left shoe. On the lateral side, I feel like the cracks isn't as good as it is compared to the toe box, and also on the middle side. And for the right shoe, I feel like the cracked leather looks really good on both the lateral and on the middle side. But it is what it is. It's not a big deal to me, as long as it has the crack leather look. Overlay on top of that cell leather, we have this black leather swoosh. And comparing this to other Air Jordan 1 models, I don't really see a difference in the swoosh. If anything, it has more of that matte finish. Moving on towards the back of the shoe, we see more of the red leather, again in that faded or matte finish. So it's not as, or the hue isn't as vibrant. Moving on towards the ankle collar, what I really like about this is the details on this black leather. If you've seen 1985 Air Jordan 1s, you'll see that, you know, over time the leather will fade and crack, and this is pretty much what it looks like after some time. Of course, those shoes being like old, you know, they came out in 1985, so over time the leather will deteriorate. So I really like the details on this. Overlay on top of that black leather, we have more of that matte faded red leather. And this is just for the lateral side. The Wings logo is actually different compared to, you know, other iterations of the Air Jordan 1 Chicagos, or just other Air Jordan 1s in general. The Wings logo on this is actually embossed instead of debossed, so this actually sticks out more instead of being dented in. And I think this is also because on the 1985 models of the Chicago ones, the Wings logo is actually also embossed. So of course, staying true to the story of it being a Lost and Found 1985 model, they had to go with the embossed look. Moving on towards the tongue, we have a nylon tongue, and what's different about the 2022 version is instead of being a white nylon tongue, to give it more of that vintage feel and look, we see it more as like a pink or orange color. And moving on towards the top of the tongue, we have this tongue tag with it being in red and then the letters in white. And I actually like the tag on this. The swoosh actually looks different. I mean, it does to me. So I really like how it looks. Finishing off the laces, we actually have two laces, both white and black, and these come pre-laced already. So the white on the bottom and the black on top of that for the second eye stay. And instead of the extra laces being in a plastic bag just tied to one of the upper eyelets, like I said, these come pre-laced, both of them. I think this is due to how the Air Jordan 1s were advertised back in the day. I could be wrong, correct me if I am wrong. I think this is how they had it back then for, multiple laces instead of it being a plastic bag. Both of them would be pre-laced already. Let me know down in the comments below what color you're gonna go with for the laces. Are you gonna go with the white or with the black? Me personally, because I haven't owned a pair of Air Jordan 1 Chicagos before, I don't know which color to go with. So I'm just gonna try both, see which ones I like. Maybe I go with the black just to get, a better contrast, but white also looks clean. Moving on towards the inside of the sneakers, instead of having a cardboard shoe insert, we actually have it made out of paper. And taking a look at the sock liner, we have it in black, made out of a mesh or textile material. Moving on towards the insole, we actually have a polyurethane insole, so these will be comfortable compared to having foam ones. So we have a black polyurethane insole with a white fabric liner on top, and stamped on the heel with the Nike Air logo in red. The whole upper of the sneaker sits on top of a rubber capsule. Instead of it being in white, they gave it the cell color to give it more of the vintage feel and look. And encapsulated within the capsule, we have Nike Air technology. Flipping it towards the bottom of the shoe, we have this red rubber outsole. So this is a typical standard Air Jordan 1 outsole with the circular pivot point and the Nike Air branding in the middle. And to complete the Lost and Found story, what's different about the outsole is they gave it this faded or worn out look. Now when it comes to sizing, I say go true to size or what you normally wear in the Air Jordan 1. And if you see my past videos where I review the Air Jordan 1 Heritage and the Air Jordan 1 Dark Marina Blue, I say go true to size. And in those videos, I actually have an 8.5. And actually wearing them a couple of times, I did find going true to size, which is 8.5, actually felt a bit snug. I do have slightly wider feet, so with these Lost and Founds, I went with a size 9, and actually I do have other pairs of Air Jordan 1s in a size 9, and I do find that having a size 9 actually fits me a lot better. So I'd say go true to size, or if you're someone like me who has slightly wider feet, I'd say go half a size up. But all in all, it's personal preference. If you feel like something which is more like a snug fit, I'd say go true to size. Or if you want a little bit more wiggle room, I'd say go half size up. Now let's talk about the release on these on the Sneakers app. How many of you had a hard time trying to enter the raffle for these on the Sneakers app? Me, I am one of them as well too. And I think that was such a failure. It was so bad. It was impossible to actually try to get try to enter the raffle. But luckily I was able to enter within like the last few minutes. Of course, it took an L like usual. But I think it was just so bad for a lot of people who wanted the sneakers. Like, every time you clicked on enter now, it wouldn't let you. I tried resetting the app, restarting it numerous times, it still wouldn't work. But it's okay, I didn't get them sneakers. But luckily, I entered the raffle at Shoe Palace, so my name actually got called. So, shout out to Shoe Palace for picking my name. What are you guys' opinion? You guys think these are the sneakers of the year, the Air Jordans of the year, or the Air Jordan 1s of the year? Me personally, I did want another pair more so than this, so I'd say these are actually probably the most anticipated Jordans of the year. But for me, I did want a pair more, and that is the Air Jordan 1 Taxi. And that's because I did like the coloring on this. So my high school colors back in the day was black and gold, and I wore a lot of that back then. So anything black and yellow, black and gold to go along with the school pride. So when I saw these kind of reminded me of high school, so I wanted them. Don't get me wrong, I do like the Chicago Lost and Founds. These are both like dope sneakers. I really like them, but I actually wanted these more. These and also the Jordan 3 Fire Reds were actually like very high up on my list. With the Lost and Founds, if I didn't get them, that was cool. But since I got them, I'm pretty stoked about it. I remember when news first came out saying that there was going to be a release of the AJ1 Chicago's for this year. It said that we'd be getting an 85 version of it, so OG shape, OG everything. Sadly, that isn't the case, but these are still dope. I do like the concept, but 1985 version of the Chicago ones would be pretty cool. Maybe in due time. Alright, so with that out of the way, let's lace them up and show what they look like on feet. Alright everyone, this is the video. Thank you all for watching, and let me know what you guys think about the sneakers and if you guys were able to cop them for retail. So these are going for $180 retail, and when these first released, resale wasn't as high compared to what I thought it would be, but I've been checking StockX and Go, and I feel like the resale prices are slowly going up. So if you guys want a pair, I'd say do so now before they go up even more. And if you guys like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to help me growing my channel. And if you guys can help me reach my goal of 250 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm surprised by how many of you have been subscribing, even though I've been making videos lately. I think it's been like, what, 2 months since I last made one, so I do apologize. I always say this, I do tend to get caught up with life and other things, but I do try my best to make videos for you guys, more content for you guys to watch, so stay tuned. Thanks to all who just recently subscribed and those who have been subscribed. So if you guys haven't, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification alert so you don't miss another video. I'll see you guys next time. Shoots and aloha.